Alright, White Lotus fans, are you furious? Because I'm furious. So in the interest of denial, here are my season 4 predictions. I mean, to be fair, we should have seen this coming. She did say bad things come in threes, and the third thing never arrived. After the robbery, and being bitten by a literal cobra. The shoe had to drop somehow. Also, this whole thing, don't even get me started. When the feds come knocking Belinda, don't go crying to porn chai, okay? But honestly, for my money, none of that was anywhere near as infuriating as this. We still have no answers about this. What was this about? This was such an important scene that just came and went with no explanation, and I guess now we'll never know. Or will we in season 4? We will if you know it's good for you, Mike White. Now, Parker Posey's Victoria Ratliff is very obviously the Tanya McCoy of season 3, right? The loopy, campy comic relief. So I'm calling it. Season 4 will take place at the White Lotus Cayman Islands, where it turns out Victoria Ratliff had been socking away money for years in an offshore bank account, knowing that eventually the you-know-what would hit the fan, with her dim-witted criminal husband. So now that Daddy Ratliff is going to prison, Victoria is headed to the Caymans to get her socked away millions and find a new man. But it's all very Erica Jane from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like, she says she didn't know what Timothy was up to, but did she actually know what Timothy is up to? Is the hammer about to come down on her too? Well, it seems like it just might, because who does she run into at the White Lotus Cayman Islands? None other than Miss Bobbiana herself. And now that Victoria is infamous because of her husband's crimes, Miss Bobbiana suddenly remembers an incriminating secret she overheard at the baby shower they attended together back in the day, which is why Victoria wouldn't talk to her in Thailand, and which now puts her in a rather big legal pickle. But Miss Bobbiana is trying to leave her MAGA husband, so she strikes a deal with Victoria, who buys her silence with a chunk of that sweet Cayman's cash. And soon enough, these former enemies have forged an unlikely Thelma and Louise-like friendship, and they ride off into the Caribbean sunset to be rich fugitives together in, like, Curacao or something. You know, like Belinda should have done with porn chai. So there you go, Mike White. After making us all suffer through the demise of poor Chelsea, if you do not tie up this loose end next season, you will be dealt with.